Hey everybody, it's Brooke. I hope you're having a great day. I've come to show off a couple of spooky Halloween journals that I've made that are going up into the shop. I've got two here that are very similar, and I do have a few more that'll be going up in the next couple days. But let's do these one at a time and I will show you. This little beauty is named Ouija, and it is a soft cover, nice and malleable. And there is a charm dangle. Actually, they're not really, it's not a charm dangle, but strings on the spine. There we go. With this creepy pumpkin and some sparkles and this gray rose, which I just thought was so cool. And you can see the binding there. It's bound with black thread. And let's open her up. Oh, I guess I can tell you. All the specs will be in the description, but I can tell you. This one is 9.5 by just under 6. So that is what we're dealing with. The closure is this beautiful black grosgrain ribbon, and this is a fabric covering. Here's the back. And when you look at the side, you can see all the yummy little, let's see if I can get that, little tabs and sticky outies and ribbons and threads, and I just think it's delicious. So when you open this one up, on the inside pocket, or on the inside cover, it's lined with muslin, and the beads do lift up out of the way for writing. So they are pretty chunky, but they can be up above the journal for writing. This is muslin. Here's a pocket sewn on with some black lace, a creepy journaling tag photo of a witch lady, and another tag. This one actually opens up. This is a trifold, lots of room. And that goes in that pocket as well. This is a piece of scrapbooking paper. This is the other side of that. Then you've got a beautiful lace pocket on this paper that I hand sprayed. It's all different pinks and oranges and purples. And here's a pocket, or an envelope rather, inside where you can stick your Halloween secrets. And that's Tim Holtz paper. That lives right in that pocket. I did leave all the threads on just for fun, but they can be easily trimmed off if they're annoying. Here's the back of that gorgeous paper, and I don't know if you can see, but it sparkles. I just love that. Some coffee-dyed graph paper, of course. And this has a pocket here with a tag in it. Just some more journaling space. And then this folds open as well, so you've got tons of writing or photo spots, whatever you'd like. Here's another piece of coffee-dyed paper with a fun little circle tab on it. This is the other side of that paper that looks like there's a pocket, but it's just the way the coffee, something else must have been on it, so it's the way the coffee dye landed. That's actually just a flat page. Here's another coffee-dyed page that has, I put a spider web down on it, and it made this cool pattern and some sparkly little skulls on the edge. This is coffee-dyed parchment paper that is sewn on to make a pocket. So you've got a pocket here, and then you've got a pocket down here with this very crabby looking lady. I like her. She's very Halloweenish. Here's a doily that's coffee dyed and stuck in there. More of that sprayed paper that I made. Another tab. Here's a little stamping that I did. A little bag that, wow, can I say little again? A bag that I coffee dyed. And inside there are some creepy little Tim Holtz children and a little piece of ephemera. Plenty of room for more in there. Here's coffee-dyed ledger paper. And I just did a little sewing there to make a pocket. Here's some more scrapbook paper, and I stitched on this skull ribbon. It was actually wired ribbon, and I pulled the wire. I didn't even pull the wire out. Nope, wire's still in there. You know what? I should pull that wire out. It's pokey. Well, I'm going to need my pliers. I'll do that afterwards. It will be unwired, wired ribbon when you get this. It does have a little piece of vintage ephemera inside. And then on the other side is the rest of that scrapbook paper. Here is encyclopedia page. This is an old encyclopedia that I coffee dyed. And it makes that noise. This is a piece of digital paper that I made and stitched on this really pretty fabric that is the cover of my other journal, actually. And then there's a little spider charm on there. Ooh, he's spooky. I know some of you are just absolutely crawling with that, but I think he's cool. And that's on a bulb pin. There's the back side of that digital paper. Right here is a small piece. This is some vintage letterhead that I found, and I coffee dyed it and just stuck it in here. And then there's this big fat pocket that's made out of scrapbook paper. The tab says magic, and the flap just sticks in there to keep it closed. And there's plenty of room. Oh no, I unglued it. Whoops. Also, we'll fix that. There's plenty of room in there to keep all kinds of goodies. Then on this back of the envelope, I've got a little glassine envelope sewn on. And there's a pocket in the back with a little bingo card. And then the pocket of the envelope that has this spider web in it. And then I made a little cluster guy down there. This is just the other side of that letterhead. I like having different size pages. I think that's fun. And I stamped on it and stapled a little fabric tab up there. Here is another digital page, and I've just got a sticker up there. Got a big digital stamp right there. This is the other side of that encyclopedia. Here is another pocket with some spider ribbon stitched on. It's got a fun journaling card stuck in there. Back side of that scrapbook paper. Here's the other side of that ledger paper that I gave a creepy tear to. Did a skeleton stamp there, and then there's a tag that's Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and another vintage tag that I think could be, I'm not sure. I want to say that it's Tsunami Rose, but I'm not positive if that's true. Sorry. Then there's the back side of the ledger paper, the other side of that little bag that somewhere has an opening. Oh, it's got a little opening right there to put your goodies in. The other side of the sprayed paper. Put one of those creepy recollection stickers in there that goes from skeleton to beautiful lady. I think those are so cool. There's the other side of that doily. The glassine page again that has a pocket here with some note paper. And then it has a pocket down here with a little couple pieces of ephemera. Here's the digital page that I made. Here's a fabric flip. And underneath is just some dyed paper. This was coffee dyed paper that some of the spray dyes sort of migrated to, and I liked how it came out. And that's just got some Tim Holtz washi tape running down the side. Here's the back of that paper. Then here's a floating tag, and it's made out of scrapbook paper with a tab. It's got a lace pocket on it and a little piece of ephemera in that pocket. And the back is just coffee dyed, and I distressed it with some ink. And it's got a fun little paper clip with a glass sparkly bead that can clip right on there. This is graph paper that I dyed and coffee dyed and stamped on. Oops. Caught too many pages with that paper clip. Okay. There's the back of that coffee dyed graph paper. And the beautiful spray dyed paper, which I just love, with some black fringe. Excuse me. And another piece of scrapbook paper. It's got this beautiful lace on it, bulb clip with a Tim Holtz charm that says Fright, and some of that spider ribbon stapled up to the top. And that's the back side of that page, and this is the back cover. And that is Ouija. Isn't she gorgeous? Love her. All right, I'm going to put that one aside, and now we will take a look at Bats. Bats is the same size as Ouija. Beautiful olive green seam binding closure. This fabric is pumpkins and sort of a damask pattern and bats, and I just think it's beautiful. So you can see it's the same style as Ouija, in the same size. When you open this one up, the inside again is muslin, and it's got the pocket with the black lace trim. Oh, there's a business card. Another one of those trifold tags. This is very similar, so I will go a little quicker. There's a scrapbook paper, and it's again got all the threads running around looking all cobwebby and awesome. There's a black lace pocket with a tag tucked in there. There's that spray-dyed sparkly paper. Another one of the skull tuck pockets with some vintage ephemera. Some ledger paper that's in there, and it's a little crooked, but I ended up liking it like that. And I did some stamping, and I sewed up a pocket there with that creepy witch lady stuck in that pocket. Here's some more coffee dyed paper where the dyes ran, the spray dyes ran, or the spray inks rather, ran, and I liked how it came out a lot. And then some stamping. Here's some more coffee dyed paper with the parchment pocket sewn on. Creepy vintage photograph copy. So there's a pocket here, and then there's a pocket up there. Here's coffee dyed grid paper. It does fold out, and I made this funny little paper clip with this sparkly skull. You can see where that's coffee dyed, and it came out really nicely. I like how some of those textures came out. And then there's some more of that sparkly skull tape. Coffee dyed big doily. Here's some scrapbook paper. There's the other side of that paper. Encyclopedia paper. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Coffee dyed with some Tim Holtz washi tape. Digital paper that I made. There's the back of that I also coffee dyed. Here's a little goodie bag that I coffee dyed and put some lace on. And there's some goodies inside. Just some ephemera that I printed. Lots and lots of space again in here for all your writing or memory keeping. Here's the spray dyed paper with this beautiful orange cotton trim on it. I just love that, and I haven't been able to find it again. The vintage letterhead that's in the middle. Here's the big pocket on this one, quite foiled, and that opens up the same way, and got tons of space in there for your goodies. In the back of that, there's the same kind of glassine envelope that's sewn on, and there's a little cluster down there with spooky stuff on it. The back side of that vintage letterhead, spray dyed paper, and this has really got a gold shimmer to it. Oh, right there you can see it. I love how those came out. There's the back of that with the sticker that goes from a cute little kid to a skeleton-y kid. Ooh, I love Halloween. Cracks me up. The other side of that treat bag. Here is coffee dyed paper that has a sticker on it. It's the other side of that with a digital stamp. Other side of the encyclopedia. Scrapbook paper that has this fun black pom-pom trim stitched on. There's the other side of the scrapbook paper and the other side of the doily. There's the graph paper that folds out with a little skeleton on them. This is the graph paper that's coffee dyed, and I just did a fabric ruffle with some coffee dyed muslin and some eyelash fibers that are sort of brown and gold, and I just thought it looked so cool. Here's the other side of that coffee dyed parchment paper, and again there's some note pages in there, note papers, and then a copy of a vintage photograph of little kids in their Halloween costumes. There's the digital page that I made. Here's another coffee dyed paper, little paper clip that has a ribbon tab on it and a journaling card. There's coffee dyed paper where the spray ink sort of migrated, and it's got this pretty fabric flap on it. It's the other side of the ledger paper and a weird sticker. Got a stamped witch there. There's more of that spray dyed paper. I love this side. The purple is so dark. This is a little tuck spot on scrapbook paper. There's the back of that scrapbook paper. Oop, some fuzzies. And here's the back of the journal. So she's a beauty too. This one's called Bats. And I just love how both of these came out. They're a little bit bigger, and I do have some TN size ones, and I'll do a separate video on those. But these will be in the shop by the time this video's up. So if you need to get your Halloween on, come on over. Thanks so much for spending time with us. I hope that you like these as much as I do. If you had a good time at the video, if you enjoyed it, at the video. It's like at the movies, right? If you had a good time watching the video, got anything out of it, give us a thumbs up, please, and subscribe down below. All the places you can stalk it on the interwebs will be down there. And there'll be a shop to the Etsy links, or a link to the Etsy shop for these books. Thanks for putting up with my goofiness as well. All right, you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.